Yeah, I forgot to add my damn self to the damn video. What's going on, YouTube? It's your girl, Monique Nicole, and I am back with another video. Before we get started, honey, if you are new to my channel, please make sure you are subscribed. Go ahead and click that subscribe button down below. Okay, and while you are at it, go ahead and click the thumbs up button to like this video. It is an easy and free way to help support my channel, honey. We are trying to grow this year. You know, YouTube trying to hold your girl back, baby. We still trying to grow. Say it with me. Growth. Okay. So y'all already know what time it is, shout. Y'all already saw the post. Y'all already saw everything. Y'all know what time it is. It's time for some of y'all's favorite controversial ladies of YouTube to come together to talk about some stuff. Okay, there's a lot of stuff happening in the entertainment streets. You know, this week has been insane, and I honestly did not have the bandwidth to tackle all this by myself. So I had to call some of my girlfriends. I said, friend, can you help? And guess what? They answered, okay. So let me bring my girls into the building, honey, in no particular order. We're going to bring in my favorite people, y'all. Me and this girl have gotten really close over the past year. I just love her so much, professionally and personally. She's just amazing. Y'all know who it is, Miss Shayna.
Hey, everybody. Hey, friend.
Hey, okay, slick, bust down, middle part. Okay.
I didn't have my work headphones. They ain't working, but you can hear me, right?
Oh, you sound very crisp, clear, perfect. Yes, ma'am. I love your shirt. I have the same one. I got off a TikTok shop. Living single.
Same. We gotta wear it at the same time. Okay?
We should. We gotta plan that for sure. And then y'all already know I could not have done. I can't do this video without my sister. Y'all know my favorite co-host, Nita the Dida.
Let's go. Hey,
where was you at today, girl? Looking all cute. Everybody looks so cute tonight.
Hey, Shayna. Hey, Nita Boo.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
So, you know, I couldn't.
Cheers, ladies.
Yeah, you know it's past my bedtime. Y'all know it's past my bedtime. So if I clock out, I'm just gonna.
Yeah, because Nita had to leave us early the other night, and I know
disclaimer.
I was surprised Nita even said she was coming on at 9 o'clock.
Me too. And now because Nita does have to hop off. So let me tell y'all the order of the events. Originally, I was gonna go in this order. I wanted to do Halle Bailey and DDG. Then I was gonna do Tory Lanez and all that fiasco. And then I was gonna end with the Diddy trial because I just feel like the Diddy trial is just like, you know, it's just a lot. Yeah,
I feel like that's perfect.
That's perfect. Okay.
You feel like that's perfect. If that's how you have it planned,
right? However you want to do it.
Let's do it.
Okay, so before we get
started, too much about Diddy, so
yeah, because it's like we've already been talking about it I agree. So I'm glad we're on agreement. So before we dive in, y'all know I don't do it as often as I like, but I try to do my mental health check-ins. And because we're about to touch on subject matters that I think a lot of people forget are actually triggering for a lot of women, and there's not a lot of grace given to us, despite, I just want to check in and just do a mental health check-in on both of my co-hosts for the night. I've already shared that, you know, this week was kind of triggering for me with all of these back-to-back stories that just popped up. It was a lot. I kind of felt like the Diddy trial was already enough by itself. And I don't think any of us saw these other two headlines popping up this week. So ladies, how do y'all feel? Y'all felt triggered this week? Were y'all arguing with like me in the comment section, getting people together? Or did you kind of just ignore it? What was y'all's vibe mentally and emotionally this week, combating all of this toxicity in the headlines? I will start with Shayna.
Ooh, we got a special request. DeMarcus said talk about Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez first. We're gonna get them up. You want to get straight to the mess, okay? Like, let the people come in the room.
He trying to get it popping.
He want to get straight to it. Like, can we?
I actually might do that.
I mean, for me, I've been kind of just ignoring it. You know, especially the Diddy stuff. It's very disturbing. So,
yes.
You know, and y'all know I like to tussle in the comments, but I really just kind of wasn't in the mood. But since we here, we gonna say what we got to say, okay?
Yeah, we ain't holding back tonight. So whoever gets mad.
Hey, and I already told Mo I'm gonna just apologize, Saints, if I let a cuss word or two slip out. Y'all know I try my best on YouTube, but it can get a little passionate, you know.
I'm sorry too. Whomever I'm about to offend, because I'm gonna offend y'all. Because the way the comment section has been commenting, y'all have been off the fucking chain.
Mm-hmm. Well, we already said. Okay. We gave our disclaimer. Nita don't even got her cup. Like, we ain't putting it not on men. Put it to the side today. We just if it don't apply, let it fly. Okay.
You right.
Everything is alleged.
You right, Shayna.
Oh, is Mo good? She frozen.
Mo, can y'all hold on? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all see me?
You were good at first.
You can.
And you just kind of like.
Okay, I've been having some issues like with my with my phone too. So I'm like, oh my gosh. So co-host and chat, if I ever get choppy, grainy, please let me know, because I may have to call AT&T, because like I've been having issues with my phone as well the last couple of days. So it might be a Wi-Fi issue. I might have to restart the router. So just let your girl know, because y'all know I don't like all the technical stuff. But I think I might oblige to DeMarcus's request. I know we're tight on time, but I do want to acknowledge, y'all, my computer's going slow. I do want to acknowledge people in the chat. Of course, DeMarcus. Wait, he gave somebody a super chat. Lord knows it wasn't me, because I'm not monetized. They took my shit.
Monetized.
Gotta be for Nita, boo. Okay, DeMarcus, we appreciate the love. Off topic, you and your off topic questions.
We gonna go ahead. I'm responding to them.
Okay, you did. Okay.
Love like this with Faith Evans.
Okay. Oh my God.
What you say, Nita? I'm not here.
Love like this with Faith over Deborah.
Like this before. All right, y'all. My computer is slow. I'm having issues. I wanted to just say click on everybody's name in the chat, but I can't do that right now. So everybody in the chat who's here, anybody coming from my channel, Nita's channel, Shayna's channel, I appreciate the love. If you guys are new to me, show me some love. Click that like button. If you're new to Nita, click the like. If you're new to Shayna, click the like button on their channels. Subscribe. Y'all know the jam. All right, let's get into this thing. So we gonna do goddamn Leprechaun and Megan Thee Stallion first. Okay. So let's start. What day was it, y'all? Remember if it was today's Thursday, so it had to be like Tuesday. I don't think it was Monday. I think it was Tuesday, maybe. Anyway, it's a Tuesday. I'm just making it up. I'm minding my business like I always do. All of a sudden.
Uh-oh. She frozen.
Damn. Okay.
Am I frozen? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're gonna have to jump in tonight.
Yeah, I was gonna say we can jump in.
Oh no, but I got stuff clicked. I got clicked up. I got stuff.
And like she's going in and out, and
yeah, like you good right now.
Over. So.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Just pull the slides up, and we'll jump in if we need to.
Minding my business like I always do.
They trying to not let us be great tonight.
Yeah, I think it's a theme.
Did they say so the black women?
They trying to stop the shine.
Minding my business like I always do. And then all of a sudden, the reports came out that Tory Lanez got shanked, got stabbed up in the jail. I said, who's trying to take my boy out? Not my boy, but y'all know who's trying to take Leprechaun out. So, the people reported it. So someone from his camp reported on his page, Tory Lanez was stabbed 14 times, including 7 wounds to his back, 4 to his torso, 2 to the back of his head, and 1 to the left side of his face. Both, not one, both of his lungs collapsed. I want y'all to remember that part. Both of his lungs collapsed, allegedly. And Nita, and he was placed on a breathing a breathing treatment shit. I don't know. Okay. He is now breathing on his own within the same day, guys. Wow, what a miracle. Despite being in pain, he is talking normally, in good spirits, and deeply thankful to God that he is pulling through. Okay. So when I saw that first, y'all, I am not heartless. Okay. I don't want the leprechaun to be deceased. So I said, I remember posting on my story, I said, I don't F with him, but I don't wish on nobody. So I was just like, I pray he pulled through, because nigga, you still got some time to serve, bitch. You can't die now, nigga. So, okay. So, that was my sentiments. I don't want leprechaun to die. So, that was that. I didn't think nothing of it, ladies. Did we even get 48 hours later? Then we got his ragamuffin ass father on doing press stuff, talking about we need to release my son, and there's been new information coming out, and that allegedly Kelsey's bodyguard all of a sudden just had an epiphany. All of a sudden, he got to tell the truth. And that allegedly Kelsey admitted out of her own mouth that she, Megan Thee Stallion, and that Tory is innocent. And Tory wanted to cover and take the fall for Kelsey because he loved Kelsey so much. Woo! He loved Kelsey, y'all, loved her down, that he was willing to take a bid for her, that he was willing to throw his entire life and career and money to the wind because he loved Kelsey so much. He was willing to end his career, be away from his children because he loved Kelsey so much, y'all. So that's the narrative that they spun or attempted to spin. And like gullible fools, a lot of y'all jumped on it. And disclaimer for those that are new to me, when I say y'all, I do not literally mean you guys in the comments. I do not mean my YouTube supporters. I quite literally just mean people on social media, the thousands of comments, the naysayers. That is what I mean. Just a disclaimer for those who are new to my commentary. It's all love. So you piss me off. But yeah, so ladies, before we dive into the thing, I'm gonna go with Nita first. What was your first thought when he got stabbed up, allegedly? And now what are your thoughts now that we see what's clearly happening? A scheme that Todd set up.
Come to us.
So it's twofold, Nita. First thoughts on the jabby, and then the second thought on the conspiracy that they're now trying to spin.
Okay, for the jabby bullshit. I'm sorry. It might have happened, but I don't think that it really happened in that manner where it was that severe.
Okay.
Like, I felt like it might have happened. I honestly don't think it happened, y'all. These niggas be lying. They be bending themselves in pretzels trying to cover and do the things, and they just do that stuff. Like I just don't understand how people don't understand it. But I feel like we've been conditioned as Black people to try to protect Black men when you know damn well he's the only one that has been violent. He's the only one that has a history of violence. Hello. I don't understand how we're gonna automatically go to whatever the child is.
Yeah.
Why are we going there?
Why?
And then okay, so the stabby. No, I don't think it happened. You're gonna have to show me the proof. Just like y'all got to see the proof about Meg getting pow.
Even though she showed her foot, y'all. But
the medical professionals verified it, but don't nobody believe it because she drinks and she does all these. Girl, shut up. Y'all
Shut up.
ain't
Let's let Shayna get up in
what's
here.
the next one though? You said something. You said the stabby, and you said
No, the stabby stab, and then now that they're trying to change a narrative about all of a sudden
throw it out.
I mean, I will just say this real quick before we get to Shayna. It's really interesting to me because on YouTube, we know that we have a lot of conspiracy theorists out there. And I just find it really funny that one of the main cases publicized that screams publicity stunt, meaning the stab, 2 days later now, not even a week, 2 days after the stab, now all of a sudden the bodyguard miraculously is coming forward and saying, yeah, by the way, I did overhear Kelsey say in the car that she actually would. If there was proof, it would be out there. Shayna, sorry, I got a little. Go ahead and tell me your thoughts, your initial thoughts when you read the report, and then now 2 days after that they're trying to spin the narrative on us at the 11th hour.
I'll try to make it quick before Anita falls asleep. When I saw, and let me just say this, I think we've all said we didn't want Tory to get this amount of time or anything like that. So it's not like we just want this man to be in prison. I've listened to all his mixtapes, his albums. I've gone to his concert. I've supported this man. I still listen to his music. However, why are we acting like Meg is now the villain? She's still the victim. She is the one that got pow-powed in the foot. She's still the one. What would she gain out of lying on Tory and defending someone she's no longer friends with? So if I'm in I'm at Walmart shopping and I'm like, you know what? I heard Kelsey actually did it. Now he's been vindicated. Get the fuck, please. Why does she have a bodyguard anyway? Who is she? And so you heard him say something. So now that means he's clear. He's good to go. I don't know if he's innocent or not, because I mean, there's innocent people in prison right now. Everybody that goes to prison is not, actually they didn't commit a crime, but somebody pow Megan in the foot. I don't see what she would gain out of doing this. The stabbing, I did believe that he got stabbed. I didn't think that was a lie initially, but all this, he was trying to protect her. We know that Black men typically don't try to protect Black women. He's not in a relationship with either one of these two. What would he gain? He just wants to pull on his cape and defend her. So we're going to ignore the phone call when he apologized. So we're ignoring all this proof. He's admitting that he did something on the phone. What's he apologizing for?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Didn't he get into a fight? Wasn't he a convicted felon? He's not supposed to be around any pow.
He's not supposed to have a pow, and it wasn't even registered.
Right. So whether he touched it or not, it shouldn't have even been there. So he still was going to get. Megan didn't press charges.
And thank you. Like I want to. Let's pause for a second. I want to go over facts, and thank you for Shayna for doing the alley facts, because this is my issue. This grinds my gears for so many reasons, but also I think a lot of you forget that when you guys met me on YouTube 3 years ago, I was a entertainment journalist for the Jasmine brand. I have written over 1,000 articles for them. I think a lot of you forget when you guys met me 3 years ago. Okay. So I get passionate for a multitude of reasons, but it does grind my gears because I am a facts person. Okay. I don't go off of emotion. Even though I'm an emotional person in real life, I am able to separate it. I go off of facts. I go off of logic. I go over receipts. I go off of numbers. I don't go off of hearsay. I don't go off of salaciousness. Okay. So when I speak about something passionately, I go off of facts. And it seems like a lot of people out there are extremely biased, and it doesn't make sense to me. Like Shayna has pointed out, you guys, not only is it bullshit that for you guys to think that Tory Lanez would quite literally put his life and career on the line for a woman that he was simply smashing is asinine. If you think he would say, you know what? Darn it, I didn't shoot that girl. Kelsey did, but I love Kelsey so much. I'm going to throw my career. I'm going to leave my children and go sit in a jail cell. You guys are fucking stupid. That's for one. For two, a lot of people forget the infamous phone call that was had just hours after he got locked up. When he was on the phone with Kelsey, he said, I am so sorry. Oh my goodness. Megan is never going to forgive me. What have I done? I'm so sorry. Tell her I'm going to make this all right. I'm going to make this all right. I'm sorry. That sounds like a fucking apology for something that you did, correct? So I don't like when people get on this soapbox and try to do all this like, oh, what about this and what about that? Y'all jump on stupid shit and y'all don't have no fucking facts. And that's what pisses me off. And half the people in the comment section just be talking. They don't know nothing. They read 2 little sentences here and they jump on the bandwagon. But let me pull up. I saw a couple videos online, and shout out to these content creators and these brothers. And you know what? Shout out to the gay black men, the gay community, because I don't give a good goddamn what y'all say. In my 35 fucking years on this earth, gay black men have defended me and black women more than any heterosexual man ever has. So the fact that these are 2 gay black men doesn't surprise me, because they're the only ones that have truly, they have their community has their ways, but they have defended black women more than heterosexual black men. Just saying, honey, it's a fact. Clock me if you want to, but let me pull it up, because again, we like facts around here.
Y'all are all excited because y'all heard that Kelsey's former bodyguard came forward and said that Tory Lanez wasn't the one that fired at Megan Thee Stallion. Conveniently, after Tory Lanez got poked up in the jail. But let's get a few things straight. Number one is that this is literally a rumor right now. It is hearsay. The driver is not saying that he was present and saw what happened. He is saying that while he was driving Kelsey back and forth from the trial, that he heard her say that she did it and that Tory Lanez didn't do it. If they had actual evidence of this, believe me, it would have come forward and he wouldn't be sitting under the jail. Okay, that man was never doing time for anybody, especially not a woman, because he's historically been violent towards women. Number two is that I know that y'all are probably tired of hearing me say it just as much as I'm tired of saying it. Megan Thee Stallion is not the reason he's in jail. He did not go to jail for harming her. He was not charged with harming her. And that's outside of the fact that she didn't even press charges. She never pressed charges against him, ever. Let's also not forget about the phone call that was released from when he was originally arrested, where he apologized to Kelsey and said he couldn't believe what he did. How would that make sense? What sense would that make? And y'all are going to tell me that an entire trial means nothing. But hearsay and rumors from Kelsey's former bodyguard is what should make us believe that Tory Lanez is innocent. I hope y'all hear how that's at. Like, I hope y'all are listening.
Any thoughts on that factual video before I move on?
I think you said what needed to be said. And I mean, at the end of the day, the only people who really know the truth, because at some point it seems like everybody who was there lied, but the only people who really know are the people that were there. So once lies start happening on all sides, we really don't know what to believe. So, I mean, I'm not about to put my cape on when Meg still got pow. If that makes sense for people who's listening.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be really honest with y'all, friend or not, I'm not doing the male bashing bullshit. Y'all gonna have to talk to someone who's less intelligent than me. Holding men accountable is not male bashing. Okay? If someone shot me, I have a right to speak up on it. If someone drags my ass through a hotel lobby and knocks my head, I have a right to speak on it. I am so sick of Black people, Black men and women, with this disgusting and dangerous narrative of male bashing. Why is it that we can, when I hold Black women accountable, y'all have no problem when I call out a Black woman for doing something weird or shady or fucked up. Y'all have no problem when I call out a bitch, right? But when I call out a nigga, y'all want to put y'all cape on now and attack me or my co-host for male bashing. That is ignorant. It is arrogant. It's actually very dangerous. And it's that rhetoric is why there's so many women who die from domestic violence every year. That rhetoric is the reason why so many people never dialed 911. That rhetoric is what has partially destroyed the Black community. So whether you're my friend or not, and hopefully if you're my friend, you wouldn't be coming on my channel being weird like that. But anybody watching this who does not know me or does know me, do not disrespect me, my intelligence, or my panel's intelligence by saying that we are male bashing. These are 3 stories that we are covering tonight in which Black men have been violent or sexually assaulted Black women. Instead of looking at Black women as the villain, why don't you turn to your brothers next door to you and say, hey, brother, that's not right. It seems like you have an anger problem. Let's go get you some fucking help. How about y'all do that, Black men?
Clock in.
Black men.
Absolutely.
Why don't you Black men hold your Black friend, your Black brother, your cousin, your uncle, your daddy? Why don't you hold them accountable?
They won't do it. They're not
All
gonna.
right. So let me move on because I don't like name calling. And if y'all know me, that grinds my gears because one thing that I have prided myself on since I started YouTube was that I've always been a fair person. I've always been fair. I've called out women and I've called out men. So I do take real exception to when people come on my channel and say that I male bash or I'm biased. It really grinds my gears because I don't have to be fair. I could be ignorant just like y'all, but I try to look at things from an objective standpoint.
I got a whole mug for y'all, mother.
You know, I don't understand the bias thing either because while you're saying that, well, if we're defending women, oh, you're biased. But when y'all are defending men, you're not biased. You are biased as well. Defending men, I don't understand male identify. Listen, I'm a woman at the end of the day. I have a Black son, so does Nita. We have fathers, brothers, whatever. So what are you talking about? I have a Black teenage son as well.
Thank you.
That doesn't. My Black son didn't shoot nobody in no foot.
Okay.
He didn't drag nobody up, and if he did, I would be dragging him to hell. So I'm still a woman at the end of the day. Yes. That doesn't make any sense. We wouldn't have to go so hard if us as women could align with each other. But y'all want to so up these niggas' ass when they want for y'all.
When my son crossed the line, baby, I'm gonna be like, this is where the line ends with me and you.
Period.
I'm not enabling him. No, I'm not doing that.
I'm not going to do that's why a lot of these men are the way they are because the mom is sitting up here babying and coddling these grown ass men. And then that's why they turn. If Tory is innocent, then Megan should be held accountable for what she's done. However, he's not an innocent person because all those charges come from her. Diddy, y'all up here defending this? That says a lot about y'all.
And then again,
what kind of self-esteem do you have for yourself as a woman that you're justifying this?
And then, like Shayna and everybody said in the video, said it, y'all forget Megan Thee Stallion did not press charges. If I'm not mistaken, it was the city of Los Angeles. It was LA County, correct?
You are absolutely correct.
Oh, okay.
The city or state takes it over, it's out of her hands.
The same thing.
We can believe that Tory was up here trying to defend this woman, but we can't believe the woman when she said she didn't want to throw the Black men under the bus. We don't believe that. But we believe that he was trying to defend. Come on now.
And y'all wonder why we say y'all hate Black, because we actually cannot fathom any other reason why you guys go so hard against facts, logic, and reason. You must hate Black women. You don't know what I've always tried. The last few years, I have tried to stay away from that narrative because it's so hurtful and it's so damaging. From someone who is a very logical person, I go with logic. I'm an emotional person, but I can put emotion to the side. I will base things on logic. Logically, you must hate black. I don't get it. But this is a misogynistic, patriarchal society. And anyway, let's move on. Anyway, Leprechaun ain't fucking innocent. If y'all think that, y'all are very slow. If you guys think that now all of a sudden he's vindicated, you are slow. And I'm sorry, I don't like to name call people, but I just don't. It's not about being biased. It's about black and it's about the words on the paper, which are black and white. It's about facts. I go with facts. I don't go with salacious gossip. Moving on. Leprechaun did it. And
shout out to Harold.
Leprechaun ain't slick. And now him and the dumbass attorneys want to sign a petition to get his bitch ass out of jail. And that's why I think it was a fucking conspiracy now. It was a scheme. The whole stabby stab. It was all a plot. They're fucking dumb. They could have, if they were smarter, they actually could have got this shit done. But because they moved too fucking quick, with it. Y'all should have focused on the stabby stab and see if y'all could have filed something to get him moved. Y'all should have done it that way. But for y'all to do that and then try to bring in the whole Kelsey thing, y'all fucked yourself over. And now the smart people see what the fuck y'all doing, Tory, in your camp. Y'all not that smart. Leprechaun, recover and keep your ass in jail. We're gonna move on to another person who actually, I think I may owe some of y'all an apology. We're going to move on to Halle Bailey and DDG. If you guys don't know, Halle Bailey just filed a restraining order against DDG, her ex-boyfriend, and her baby daddy. We know the two have been broken up for at least, it's been less than a year now, but it's been a few months since they've been broken up. How did you guys feel about this? I think I might be in the minority.
You didn't want to cover the story? How do you feel about it? You want to talk about it?
I have an article, but I just wanted to get y'all's initial thoughts first. I have an article to pull up.
Okay. Shayna?
How I felt about this with
when you first heard that she filed a restraining order and that he was actually physically violent towards her, that came out, I think, yesterday. What were just your initial thoughts? Were you shocked? Did you see it coming? Were you, what were your feelings being that the relationship had been very kind of negative the past year?
I wasn't all that shocked. I mean, as though I've been in the similar circumstances in the past. So, I mean, it takes a while. Like, you really have to build a case. And I think Mo touched on this on her IG earlier. I've had an ex where I've had a restraining order and a PFA and all the things. And he got arrested several times before I got one. People easily overlook until something seriously happens and you're on Snapped or something of that nature. Nobody takes it serious. So, I mean, the way he talks about her constantly online and things, all of that. If you're really trying to co-parent with her, pick up the phone and call her. You're going online saying this and that. Lets me know that something's going on. So, I mean, if something's happening, she feels unsafe, she should protect herself.
Noted. Clocked it. Nita the Diva.
Absolutely. The reason why I have a little bit of pause, I want to give her grace.
Yes.
Because she is a young woman.
Mm-hmm.
However, she is a young woman in the industry, and her life is a little bit more fast-tracked than most girls and women are. So with that being said, I'm just, I've seen the things where she says she's like a firecracker. She's an Aries. She does this and she pops off. She does all da. I got all that. We not like some women aren't taking abuse. Like, if you grab me, I'm not just letting you grab me.
Right.
Yeah.
If you understand what I'm putting down.
Yeah.
Right. She got to defend herself.
Some women fight back.
But like I said, always start at point A.
At point A.
And not point D, E, F, or G.
Uh-huh.
Let's not do that. But at the same time, I believe this situation was totally DDG has totally messed this thing up. He has he's exposed himself. He's
Is it me?
No, it's Nita.
Oh, Nita, damn. She was right in the middle of it.
I know. Look, well, she was about to say something too.
I know. I'm good. Okay.
Are we good?
Yeah, you froze for a minute.
And then
it was me. It was me. I'm sorry if it was me. I was still talking though. But I'm just saying, like, he totally exposed himself on streaming.
Yes.
So listen, whatever you expose, I'm going to exploit.
Oh, write that down, bitch. Write that down.
Yeah. And I hate that people are like, "Oh, we tried to warn her." We did, but that is part of her. Yeah, somebody tried to tell her she had to learn on her own. So yeah, the signs were there.
Yeah, and all of us aunties know that. We know that either you're going to take wise counsel or you're going to learn it for yourself. You're going to learn the hard way.
It's true.
And that's why I said, that's the first thing I said. I'm going to give her grace. I'm not going to be wagging my finger. I'm the girl. I'm always here for her. Girl, I told you so.
Okay, yeah,
I'm here for that. Right. Let it be clear. But at the same time, like, you know.
And the child is the one who suffers at the end of the day. So it's really unfortunate.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So before I read the articles, like I said, I do pride myself on providing facts, not just my opinion. So I do have a good article. But I will just say quickly, call me naive. I didn't think that he was physically abusive to her. I thought he was insecure. I thought he was an insecure man. I thought he was giving lame. At first, when they were together, it was cute. But I think one thing that I think all of us had a what's the word I'm trying to use for it? All of us were suspicious. Yeah, a red flag. Thank you. I couldn't even think what I was trying to say. A red flag was something that we noticed early on, was that he was always so quick to go to the internet about stuff. And I think initially he was able to hide behind the fact that he's a streamer. So at first, I think some people, even including myself, gave a little bit of grace. Like, I mean, it's kind of annoying, but okay, we get it. This is how he makes his money. Da, 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 da. It hit me after they broke up, and how just still he kept her name in his mouth. And just like, if you guys notice, aside from that one incident where he took the baby over there to Kai's house to stream, besides that one time, Halle has been mute. When it comes to DDG, she's been mute. She don't say nothing. She don't provoke. She don't gossip. She mind her damn business. She take care of her baby. She make her money and go about her business. DDG's always the one. Nah, 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 nah. So that kind of always, since they broke up, I really kind of had my eye on him. I still didn't think he was hitting her, but you can't put much past anybody. So let's see. I do want to read this article real quick, and I'm going to share my screen so y'all can read along with me, because it does go in some detail. And like Shayna said, and like I said on my Instagram rant today, I have had a couple friends in real life. Whoops. How do I do this? I've had friends where I had to assist and support while they were getting a restraining order. And I can tell you, it is not easy. Like Shayna said, it is not easy. You can't just waltz your ass up into the court and be like, yeah, I want a restraining order, and you get it. No, like, they are going to put you through the ringer to make sure that it's valid, that you're coming them with proof and evidence. You cannot just do that, because if that was the case, everybody would be doing it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, when you get a court ordered protection or court ordered restraining order, trust and believe it's legit. Trust and believe there was a lot of evidence okay, for them to grant that. So I don't want to see no ignorant ass comments. I've already seen it, but oh, she's just doing that to be spiteful and that. No. Okay. Had to say that. So, because, people don't research, people don't read, people don't do shit nowadays. People just go on the fucking shade room and think that that's enough. So Halle Bailey's declaration and restraining order plea against DDG. I cannot allow this abuse. Oh my goodness. She's just so beautiful. Halle, whatever. Halle Bailey filed an emotional declaration as part of her plea for a restraining order against her ex and the father to her son, accusing him of abuse, causing chaos and ruining the Met Gala for her with his alleged antics. Oh my gosh. So she just filed this, you guys. She filed this on Tuesday, May 13th. Just 2 days ago, in her petition, Halle asked the court to order DDG, real name Daryl, to stay 100 yards away from her and their son, Halo. He was born in 2023. Halle slammed DDG for his alleged recent actions. Daryl lacks an understanding of how his actions impact Halo. He is often verbally abusive to me in front of Halo. Ding, 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 ding. She added that he often demands to see Halo when it suits him, yet leaves Halo with his mother while he travels. Wow. And y'all know we always see on him, he just always doing this. He's always
the men. I'm sorry. The men always leave their children with their mothers. Most
a lot of them do, and it cracks me up because he just always he does this, he tries to paint this narrative on the internet because he's always crying about how she won't let me see my son, she won't let me see my son. Lo and behold, you've been fucking abusive in front of the child.
He even told on himself, though, when he said the one time, she won't let me see my son. I tried to just come over there. He was sick. She wouldn't let me. You can't come up in my house whenever you want to. No, we're not together. Where there's boundaries. You can't just show up whenever you feel like it. And he wanted to stay in her, not take the child with him. The child's already sick. You want to sit up in my house. So he wants to still control what she's doing, watch what she's doing. Y'all ain't together no more. You don't sit up in her house. You can get him on the weekend. We can work out a time frame, but you can't come whenever you want in my house. It don't work like that. They're not together.
Thank you, Shayna, for bringing that up. That's a very good point. And I remember when that happened too. So Halle continued and quoted, he will not communicate with me about a proper schedule for Halo. Let's see. Halle asked the court for permission to take Halo to Italy, where she will be filming a movie for 2 months. I have family and a nanny who will be traveling with me to take care for Halo while I'm working. The entertainer asked that Daryl be ordered to cease and desist from posting or streaming about Halo or her. Oh, this is the chipped tooth. I think we're going to get there in the article, but this was done by DDG. Let me just get to some of the good stuff. This caused me. Okay, so she says this has caused me to feel afraid and victimized. His fans have threatened me, and I'm often scared for my life. Oh, let me see. Now there was an incident, you guys. I think they were, now correct me if I'm wrong. I'm trying to find it in the article, but it's taking a little bit too long. I think they had the baby, and I think I don't know if they were doing like a, what do y'all call it? What y'all parents be calling it when y'all switching off? Y'all meet with a baby daddy somewhere in the parking lot and y'all switch and put the baby in the car. I don't know what the right term is.
I think not the right term either. It's just, nigga, you ain't coming to my house. You not coming to my house. You don't know where the fuck I live. Get the fuck out of my orbit. Drop my kid off where he needs to be. That's what it is.
I've never done it, but I thought it was called like visitation.
Not visitation, but it's just like you doing the little swap, okay? You know, I mean, we gonna meet at the Publix at the supermarket parking lot.
Meeting, a link up,
something like that. Yeah, a link up. Definitely not a link up.
No. Listen. Even in her court papers, she said that he broke into her house and took a picture of her empty bed and texted it to her.
Oh, thank you, Rita, for the
y'all
research.
gotta understand the type of people that are out here. And yes, no, you should have chosen better, but baby, the mask doesn't fall off until
It's too late.
later.
It's
Especially
true.
when that baby come. You want to know about somebody have a baby? Shout out to the people in the comments. Hey y'all, I think they said
I'm
drop
so
off,
sorry.
supervise.
Y'all know and a lot of y'all coming from the other ladies' channels. So if you are new to myself, Monique Nicole, or if you are new to Nita the Diva, please show us some love and check out our channels. We would really, really appreciate it. I'm sorry, y'all. Sometimes when you're, doing the show, you get kind of caught up. So usually I am better at checking the comments. So please forgive me. I do genuinely appreciate you guys all coming in. And hopefully you guys are here to stay and you subscribe. Comment meet up. Yeah. We're gonna meet up at the Whole Foods parking lot.
Y'all, we gonna hop off this live real quick. Like my kid is up the street. I gotta go get him. I'll be back in 5 minutes flat. But that he will not know where I'm at. He will not know where I rest my head at.
People will have all this money and won't use any of it for therapy. Okay, hunty. But want to blame women.
Let's go ahead and say that DDG has money and he could go to the court system, and usually the court system will be more empathetic to the man than the woman if he presents a good case. But does he have a good case?
No.
Or does that ring camera tell you more? Or do them text messages tell the judge a little bit more than what he's going to be trying to posture and say?
Yes.
I'm surprised.
He's like, how parents are like photograph parents, IG parents, people who just take opportunities to just put their there is no work involved. There's no work involved. And I'll just leave it there.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they got temporary sole custody, because normally they'll give, even if they give the mother primary, like they won't completely take away the custody. Like the dad will. I know normally it's like joint custody and the mother is a primary, unless you prove that he's unfit. Correct. So something is showing that he's unfit.
Well, if she has proof, which it seems like she does, she has proof that he's been abusive verbally or physically in front of Halo, that would help her case.
And I mean, she just filed, so obviously she didn't want to do this. Like, you can't be putting hands on me in front of my child.
Exactly. So Halle says that Halle says whenever he wishes to cause upset, he starts bad mouthing me to his several millions of fans. Facts. He claims I am withholding our son and that I am with other men. As a result, I then receive threats and hate on social media. He seems to try to set up drama for his fans. He goes on live. There's a part though I wanted to say. Yes. So she explained that she dated DDG from 2022 to the end of 24. She said that Daryl has been and continues to be physically, verbally, and emotionally abusive to me. Keyword, has been and continues to be. I want to make sure we understand that. I think now we're going to the point where she does have some well, this is not a here's the bruise of her arm caused by him, allegedly, but not allegedly.
In the same spot that Ruby Rose, his previous girlfriend, had too.
Yep. I do recall that. I have asked him to stop this behavior. He continues. He gets paid for hits and his and this creates hits for him, I guess, on streaming and stuff like that. He often calls me profanities, including bitch. He often called me evil. I never know when I will get Halo back or where he will be at. Yeah, I mean, we've seen it. Oh, there was an incident January 18th, I'm assuming of this year, like a few months ago, where she said that DDG came to her home to get their son. She said she was helping put Halo in the car seat. Oh, this is where it happened. Halle said he told her, "Get out of my car, bitch," while Halo was crying. I repeatedly pleaded with him to stop calling me a bitch. I felt very nervous that he was taking Halo with him while he was very agitated. I did not feel safe leaving my baby with him in this state. I also wanted to know when he would bring Halo back. He would not tell me. Halle said the argument escalated, which led to things getting physical between them. She said they fought each other, wrestled and tussled. Okay, honey. I mean, she fought back. Good girl. At one point, Daryl, oh my God, at one point, Daryl was pulling my hair. He then slammed my face on the steering wheel, causing my tooth to be chipped. I then stopped fighting back as I was in a lot of pain. Okay, this is enough for me. Woo.
I've seen people online saying it looks like makeup, and this is what we're talking about. Like, even when it's in your face, like you'll still try to justify it. She has a young baby, so I'm sure she wanted to try to make it work with this man until she couldn't anymore.
Exactly. Like I don't have no kind of rebuttal to that, because I feel like that's the way we've been programmed and conditioned, and some people have broken away from that, and it just is what it is. But at the same time, it is so sad to see that. Yeah. But at the same time, it's so sad that these girls keep thinking that they are better than, and it's not going to happen to them.
Right.
Like Ruby Rose she had the whole Yelp review out there. And then you sit up there and sign up for it. That's the same thing. Like whoever signs up after Martell, whoever signs up after Marceau, whoever signs up after these men have been documented on camera.
And he'll go and get somebody else. I'm guaranteed he'll get somebody right after this.
They always do, you ladies. And this is something I have said to my girlfriends like over the years. I have said this, and I still say this to this day. I never understand women. I never understand women in their mindset. The women who date men who have a rap sheet or have a previous incident of DV, whether it's DV, whether it's as simple as him just being a serial cheater. I just don't understand the mindset. And it's not to bash this woman. She's moved on and I enjoy her. But Karrueche's one of the first people that popped in my head, because it's like, you got with Chris not 5 years, 10 years after the incident with you know who.
Right.
You got with him
overlap.
2 years, maybe.
Some overlap.
In 2 years, but he was still going through it in the industry. So I just felt like, oh yeah, there may have been some overlap. I just always like, what did you think? And then y'all, there are countless. There are countless, even women who get with niggas that have 15 baby daddies. You know, I know we've all been young and dumb, but look at Sierra. When Sierra got with Future, I was looking at her like, bitch, what the fuck are you like? I don't understand women who get with men who have a rap sheet, whether it's as severe as DV or just as vain as them being serial cheaters. I just don't get the logic or reason. Yep. I don't get it. Like,
and I feel like, and we were just talking about this one when we were doing Real Housewives of Atlanta. I think she may have thought like, oh, well, I have his baby. Like, I'm different. Girl, you gonna get it first. Halle and DDG.
Whose baby?
Halle had DDG's baby.
Oh,
so I feel like you're probably gonna get it even worse.
Exactly.
This baby's gonna stop something.
Especially if you cut off access to them. If they have.
Right.
They treat you like.
Especially if he's jealous of her. Now he wants to make you a baby mama and humble you, because that comes with the stigma. She was already supposed to be an innocent Disney princess, and now he's a major baby mama, and now you've been fighting him and all that. So he wanted to humble her.
You notice that's what he always says in his stream. He was like, oh, I know she's trying to protect her image
Mm-hmm.
Yep, he does that all the
And
time.
then he make a song that nobody listened to where he said he was jealous of her. Like, girl, the writing's on the wall. I mean, I know
He just had an album and apparently it did terrible.
I'm listening to the reviewers. I'm not listening to.
Yeah, I'm not
listening to it. I'm listening to Justin.
But I know in the shade room, I think it was when the Little Mermaid came out, like he was saying he was jealous of her kissing her coworker and all that. Like, you're already an insecure little man, and then you have his baby. He's gonna be messing with her the rest of her life. Like, girl, you signed up for a lifelong sentence.
Girl, no, I cut that shit
And
off.
that's why I just want to preach to the younger girls. It's not a place of judgment. Like, it's just a place of like life experience and wisdom. I do think it's really sucky because we have a culture and a society that has normalized getting knocked up at a young age, has normalized being a baby mama, has normalized, and it's not to shame anybody. Like, everybody knows a single mom. I have friends that are single moms. My mom was a single mom. My mom was a single mom with my older sister as an immigrant coming from Jamaica because her deadbeat baby daddy left her. Okay. And my mom had to pick herself up with a child. My sister was 9 years old and she had to come to America. Trust me, I'm not judging. However, I do want young girls to understand the importance of procreating with someone. I just don't think it's stressed enough. I know we all make mistakes, but I'm sure we all know a mistake can change the trajectory of your life. And it's very important whether you are the regular girl up the street or if you're a celebrity. I always say, women protect your wombs and men protect y'all's sperm, because it's just, of course she loves her child and she doesn't, hold on, of course she loves her child. I'll get to you in a minute. Of course she loves her child and she does not regret her child. Of course, it's a beautiful baby. He's really an amazing baby. But the beautiful thing about not having a baby with someone at a young age before marriage, guess what? If DDG and Halle broke up, they would be broken up. They would have no ties. No ties. This young girl now is going to be tied and connected to this ain't shit troll for the next 20 years, y'all. It's just, y'all know what I don't care about the 18 years old. I think that's bullshit. Everybody know 18 don't mean, because college stuff, 19, 20.
It never ends.
Exactly.
You have kids, grandkids, everything.
I hate the whole, well, just when they turn 18. No, you idiot. They're always going to be connected in some capacity. Now, yes, when the child gets older, there's more distance is able to be had between the parents who have split. That's a beautiful thing. But you got to wait goddamn 21 years before you get to have that. So it's just a cautionary tale for the young kids of this generation who now have social media in their face. Now it's glorified to be a baby mama. Now it's glorified to be a baby mama of an athlete, of a baller, of a streamer, of a this, of a that. It's just, I want young girls to know their worth. When you see signs of abuse, run and protect your womb, because men trap women too. For beginning of time, men, I know, but from the beginning of time, they've always painted the narrative that women are the only ones that type of trap. No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, but you wanted to say something, Nita, to the just.
I didn't forget.
Okay, yeah, I hate that she's in this. She's very young, you guys. She's very, very young. And
what was that?
Oh, I hate that she has to deal with that person for some years to come. I hate that. But I think Halle will be all right. She does have a good family, a good support system. And I know she's going to be okay, but she just kind of has to go through, this is the rough patch right now. And I pray that this gets better for her. Anything y'all want to say before we move on?
You got a question in the chat. Hey, Chris Nicole. Hey, everybody in the chat. Y'all been keeping it moving. I appreciate it.
Yeah, all these people coming from y'all channel. So that means none of my supporters is supporting me tonight. What's the take? I love the Black women are under attack thumbnail, but why is Cassie there? She ain't. Oh.
Yeah, she's not.
Oh. I don't know. Is she not at all? Like 0% black? Like no blackness at all? Like zero? Well, that was a technicality, so I'm so sorry. But,
the majority of the women that we spoke about,
and she's a woman, so I'm always going, and she's a minority woman technically, so I'm going to still show her support. But thank you for catching that. What did you say? People on your page mode just say, "Oh, like you, 69 Ways Johnson." Girl, you might be the only one on my page because everybody else.
They see you. Listen, I appreciate you.
We're not gonna do all that now. She's still a victim, okay? Like, I get what you're saying, boo, but she's still a victim now. Come on. Okay, Nita will be our.
We'll make a thumbnail, Chris. No,
definitely all Chris got me together. Her. She said, "Wait a minute, boo boo kitty, you got a little." That is so funny. Okay, that was good. Okay, we're gonna move on now, and I want to just do this quick because I'm over. I'm you guys. Day 4. It's only been 4 days. Look at this illustration. Look at y'all know Cassie about to bust right any minute. The girl is 8 months pregnant. Bless her. Bless.
That's why they had her go first.
I think that is why they made her go. I think that's a really good point.
It's a 2-month trial. I didn't realize it was going to be this long.
Yeah, it won't wrap up until July 4th. So, oh God, I don't really know what to start. Let me see. Ooh, Lord, my boob is hurting. Let me see. Which article did I kind of want to? I have like 3 open right now. Which one did I want to review? You guys, this Diddy trial, it's only been 4 days. And your girl is pretty exhausted already, mentally and emotionally. There's only so much like sexual deviance that I can consume. And this is just Diddy was a sick person, y'all. Like he was sick. And I see some people, because everybody want to be so woke now. Oh, we want to make sure that we don't kink shame. You have to make sure that you don't kink shame. First of all, shut the fuck up with that kink shaming shit, bitch. First of all, I don't give a good goddamn. If I think some shit's nasty, I'ma say it's nasty. Now, I'm sorry. Like, I don't judge, but I judge, if that makes sense. Like, I don't judge you because I have girlfriends that do shit that I don't do sexually. Girls, me and my girlfriends, we talk. So there's some girlfriends that I have that do shit that I'm not with. It's like I judge it, but I don't judge them. Like, they're my friends. Like, I still ride or die for them. But bitch, if I think something is nasty, I'ma think it's nasty. So it's not kink shaming. I'm free to give my motherfucking opinion, bitch. I think pissing on somebody is fucking weird. And I damn sure think pissing in someone's goddamn mouth is fucking ludicrous. So to each your fucking own, but bitch, I think it's weird. Ain't no kink shaming. But Diddy was unhinged and he was motherfucking weird. And let's just make sure we get that straightened out. I don't need nobody coming into my goddamn page talking about, oh, don't kink shame. Don't kink shame.
I agree with Harold C. It's not a kink, in my opinion. And his other comment he put before with the negativity about Black women, because the Black women thing, we know Cassie ain't Black. But it's not just the 2 women we spoke of, but it's all the women in the chat and in general.
Right. Yeah, it's not a goddamn kink. You pissing in someone's goddamn mouth and you forcing the girl, to have 10-hour-long freak. I mean, goddamn, her vagina is sore. Sorry, y'all. The girl got sores in her mouth. She got UTIs. Do y'all see how frail and tiny Cassie, she always has been, but especially like you see her body, how tiny her body is, even in that horrid hotel video where he assaulted her and he's dragging her. You see how tiny her body. I just it's abuse, y'all. It's forceful abuse. But let me see.
I don't know if I can do it either, neither. Just once I heard something about the urination in the mouth, I honestly stopped looking and listening. Every 5 minutes, there's something else coming out, and I
don't want to go too deep because I'm actually getting a little triggered by the whole thing. I don't even know where to go with this because it's just kind of like I'm already very overwhelmed even by this article. So
I feel like
okay,
it should be
so
a separate
Cassie,
segment. Do you want to do a separate segment for the Diddy trial? Because there is a lot. We got
Yeah.
like 3 or 4 days.
I mean,
yeah,
we can touch on
I
it
was
real
just gonna,
fast.
We
it
can
was just
touch on it.
yeah,
Touch
I
on
was
it.
just gonna touch on it because this is just week 1. So you guys
I
know
think
Cassie,
for me, it's not even just the incident; it's the response of how she could have walked away, and why did she
yeah.
just leave, and all that. And I think that's what needs to be addressed. Of why didn't she just leave? Like soft homing and grooming and all these things aren't a real issue, and like it's just so easy to get up and walk away, especially when a man has that kind of power and that kind of
Correct.
money.
It's so sad.
It's
not
really
so easy to get up
disturbing.
and walk away. Everybody's easy to
I'm
speak
trying
on
to-
something. And most of
And
us,
then they're sitting up there trying to paint her as she wanted to do it, as if she didn't want. Like, do y'all understand how people have influence? Y'all are familiar with the influencer term, right? Diddy was an influencer, and so people do things to.
Uh-oh.
No. I'm saying they do
Come back.
things to please.
Your microphone, you sound further away. Yeah, put your microphone back. Yeah, there we go.
But it's in my face. Oh,
You can't put it down to your mouth.
No, can you hear me?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, but the thing is that you don't do something to influence the person that you're trying to get employed by. You're not putting on airs to impress the person that you're trying to get a job from, get power from, get influence from, like all of the things. Like, y'all don't understand. What are y'all talking about? Y'all don't understand that there is a power dynamic there.
Correct.
That does not. Yeah, so all that stuff, like when I was saying, when I was listening to all the stuff they was trying to say about Cassie and what she was doing what she thought her employer wanted her to hear.
It's not even employer, to be honest. It's really her man, and that at that time that was really her man. She even said it. She loved him and she wanted to please him and make him happy. Which y'all know, any woman who says that at her young age is very insecure. She's a lost, she's lost. She's easily influenced. There's a power dynamic. People have to understand Cassie met Diddy when she was 19 years old. And when they finally went,
not too many years older than his children. That's sitting in the court.
I heard she was 17 when he started messing with her. Allegedly.
I think she signed at like 18 or 19.
That part.
And then
so who knows how long he's been grooming her before? And then so this has been going on.
So in her original thing, she said, at first, like, she did not like him. Of course, he made passes. She did not like him. She didn't find him attractive. Mind you, he's way older than her at this point. But with the grooming, after time of being around him and that's when she was like, okay, I think I am falling. I think I am having feelings for him. Okay. When they actually went public with their relationship, which was strategic, she was 21 years old, still way too fucking young to be dating his old ass. At that time, I think Diddy was already 45 when she was 21. So like Nita said, the grooming had already been starting for a couple years. Okay. Damn it. I was going to go somewhere with this. Okay. Yes. To Nita's point, it did get brought up this week in court because they had one of the SMEX workers come and testify. This is a worker that firsthand witnessed some of the physical abuse that Cassie endured. This worker was hired by Diddy. When the worker came to the hotel, he thought that he was going for a bachelorette party. He did not know that he was about to be doing this for Diddy. Now, Cassie made it clear to the guy, like, hey, like, this is my husband. He just wants to watch us. He is not gay. Don't worry. He ain't gay. He's not going to touch you. He just wants to watch. So that was Diddy's kink. He liked to see Cassie, you know what, with other men, specifically black men with big black, you know what. That's a kink, I guess. I know that is not far-fetched. I know people do that, whatever. That's not the issue. The issue is the moment, any moment in which Cassie no longer wanted to partake and he forced her to partake, that is when it becomes an issue. And there is proof and evidence that that did happen a lot. The SMEX worker who was on trial and took the stand, he witnessed a couple moments where Diddy was physically abusive. Anytime he would reach out to Cassie, she wouldn't text him. It was just, he gave a lot of details. And just because there was one moment where she initiated or she said, yes, I wanted to do this, the blogs and everybody picked that one moment up and ran with it and made a story. And now people who are so gullible, now they're in the comments saying, oh, she wanted it. I'm sorry. When she tried to leave because she didn't want to partake in the freak off, this is what happened to her. So you tell me if she wanted to stay and endure it for almost 10 years. Y'all forget that Diddy and Cassie were together on and off for 10 years. So the girl walked to the elevator in barefoot. Diddy ran his fucking ass down the hallway in a towel and did what he did to her, as we've seen. And now this week, they have released the full 15-minute video footage of that incident. We saw the whole thing. I could not stomach the whole thing. I watched a few minutes. I saw a couple stills of it. I am also disgusted by the security guard of the hotel. They definitely we know they got paid off, but I am disgusted. Police should have been called immediately. The fact that they came up there and just acted like, okay, if you guys are gonna fight, y'all need to go some. The fact that y'all did not check on that woman, y'all saw that she was distressed, and y'all motherfuckers didn't think to call the goddamn cops. But you, security man, you went home to your wife that night and said, "Oh, babe, look at my phone. Look who I saw today. Look what happened today." Y'all got any comments? Because I'm about to.
Yeah, I mean, because for that one, I feel like this is the people acting like, oh, even to your point where they said, oh, she must have liked it. Y'all don't understand the situation she's in. If she didn't, pretend that she enjoyed it, who knows how bad she would have gotten it. Just because somebody, they're times and they were smiling. Okay, just because there's Stockholm and all that, there's people who smile and giggle with their kidnappers. Slaves were laughing and chuckling at some point in the cotton field. I mean, dang on, that doesn't mean it's a good situation just because there was a time or two where you saw one good moment or you saw me laugh one time. That doesn't mean anything. Then that's this dynamic, because we don't remember. This is Hollywood. A lot of us live regular lives. How much control, how much power he has, how much money he has. These rumors about him have been going on since the 90s. This is not new news. But however, it's like, it's not so easy for her. Where is she going to go? We don't know her family dynamic. We don't know if there was anyone for her to go with. She seemed like she didn't have anybody to save her till her husband came. So she probably felt like she couldn't leave.
Okay.
So we just let him, abuse her, or just sit there and try to make the best of her situation while she was there. They tell you it takes somebody to leave a DV situation 7 times, and that's the average person. So imagine her in this situation. She's probably scared. Look what he did to her in that hallway. Imagine what he did to her behind closed doors. Imagine what she's on the stand, and then you're acting like it's so easy to walk away.
It's not.
Bitches can't walk away. Bitches can't walk away who's getting knocked upside the head by fucking Pookie up the street. But you bitches want to judge somebody in the fucking industry who's with a multi-millionaire who's been in the fucking industry for 30 fucking years, that has countless resources and contacts and businesses that could literally end somebody's career if he wanted to. Are you fucking dumb? And y'all have the nerve to judge her for not walking away, but y'all let Pookie up the street knock your ass up beside the head. This is
what is
Diddy.
she supposed to do? Like she can't. She has no. Thank you, I am, and you know you cute too.
Thank
Sorry, looking at the
you.
comments. Thank you guys for the comments. But
So
we're acting
cute.
like she hasn't done anything in 10 years. She has no resume, no work experience. She signed this contract with him, so legally she's tied to him through the contract on the business tip. Where's she going to get money from? Like, how's she just going to get up and walk away? You have to be strategic and plan this out. You can't just up and leave.
Oh, and speaking of music, you guys, I read that she testified that he would not let her do music. There were several moments throughout the years where she said, you know, I want to record another album. I want to. It was like Diddy just trafficked her to be his sex, you know,
Slave.
like it was like that was her sex slave. I can say that. I don't, you know, we're definitely not getting monetized for this video. Sorry, Nita, but sex slave. It's like first of all, Diddy is a fucking crook because he had the girl sign a 10 album deal. Who the fuck is putting out 10 albums? You wanted this girl tied to you for 10 albums, you idiot. That was the first red flag. She should have never signed that. But nonetheless, throughout the years of their relationship, she wanted to make more music. You know, Cassie's first album was a fucking hit. She wanted to. Diddy literally groomed her and had that girl become his fucking sex slave. Cassie did one album and two little BT movies, bitch, and that was it. Like she literally could have had
a promise. He promised her a career, and he, like when they say, "Oh, she signed up for it." No, she signed up for a career. Did he give it to her?
Right.
Did he get
just ruined her career? But he also ruined. Oh my gosh, what's that? I forgot his name now. It slipped my mind. But she was with somebody.
Yes.
Austin, Dallas, somebody.
No, Ryan Leslie.
And he ruined his career behind her. She could have modeled. She could have done anything.
Yeah, she was doing a lot of stuff. Before Diddy, he was already doing stuff in the industry. And it's like hindsight, and Ryan Leslie really was the person that discovered her. But Diddy got all the fucking credit. Like, nigga, you didn't even
And Ryan Leslie disappeared. He ruined his career.
Disappear. I don't know. He might be
signing up for Bad Boy Records. You should know. I mean, yeah, because we know how he does his artists. But you're young, impressionable. You just want to get in the industry. I'm sure
yeah. And y'all, that was like, you have to think when she signed, if I'm not mistaken, that was like 2005, 2006. Like, it was a long time ago. And he was still in his prime at Bad Boys during 05, 06. Diddy was definitely still in his prime. He was coming, his artists, it was back to back to back. Like, so it was a prime time to be there. But that 10 album, that contract was so terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
I mean, we know he's been doing his artists dirty since the 90s. We know that. But there wouldn't be no making a band. There wouldn't have been none of that. People weren't desperate just trying to get on. So and he probably was love bombing her. They act like, oh, he just met her that day and that night he was slinging her across the floor. I'm sure there was a build up and he was love bombing her and got her comfortable. And when she was in, it was too late.
Right.
Correct.
That's Correct. That's what I wanted to say. Like I kept saying, take me in. And it's just a cycle of abuse. Once you get a woman emotionally connected to you, and then you have a power dynamic over top of it, let alone what these women will do for the average or the broke man is mind-boggling. However, Common, you talking about somebody like Diddy? Girl, no. All of those texts and she like, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that. She's trying to make him happy. She's trying to secure a spot. That's what she's trying to do.
Yeah. If Carisha just did it like last year, 2 years ago, and we didn't know how he was by now, then imagine what Cassie had to go through.
Absolutely. And she was doing all that, and at the award show, he battered her down. He was like, "Oh, shout out to Cassie."
Ooh, that was terrible.
She's sitting up there with the Gold Poppy sign, looking like a fucking.
He shouted out Cassie, Kim, everybody. But Carisha.
He was but you guys know what's so sick now, knowing what we know now. It was actually really sick and very menacing when he said, "Shout out to Cassie for holding me down during the dark times." That and the way he looks at the camera, it was just, I felt even before we know what we know now, in the moment, I remember being cringy. Like I was like, dude, that's cringy as fuck. Like, I remember feeling in the moment it was cringy. And now it's even worse knowing what we know now. That was some real psycho, abusive, menacing, like that's why I'm like, Diddy, you were asking for it.
Tactic. It's a tactic.
Okay.
These abusers, these people know what to do,
Yeah.
how to do it. And y'all just got to get their playbook. You have to get their playbook. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't know how y'all got it now, but I mean, you got to get the playbook.
I'm grateful that her husband was a real, actual good guy, legitimate. Because imagine he got to sit here and listen to all this going on and cameras in his face.
It was
I'm
hard.
glad that he didn't make things
Girl,
worse.
red as a beet. Like when she was testifying. I'm saying when she was testifying,
Yeah, no, he was.
His face was like.
They said that he was glaring at Diddy, like he was glaring at him. Like
I don't like the jokes where the men are like, "Oh, he's gonna file for divorce now" and all that. Like, I'm sure he already knows. A lot of men are joking he's gonna file for divorce now that he heard that.
Oh, they're so fucking
if he listened to them,
he already knows. I'm sure.
He knows, y'all. Y'all are fucking dumb. She prepped him. She prepped him. He knows everything, you guys, everything. So some of y'all men just be really ignorant, and I can't take it. But shout out to the non-ignorant men who are in the chat supporting us. Harold being one of them. Make sure you subscribe to your girl, Harold. I don't know whose channel you came from, but we appreciate the love, and I appreciate your commentary. Yeah, I know they're contemplating if they want to make the freak off takes public. Yeah, I read that too. And y'all, can we get into the fuck his damn daughters being in the goddamn courtroom? Who the fuck thought that was a good idea? As sexually deviant as this case is, why? Whether it was the mothers, well, you know, Kim is R.I.P. Kim, but the other mothers, I don't care if it was the Lord, I don't care who it was. Someone should protect those daughters, especially the twins, and then the other girl, Chase. This is too sexually deviant for them to be hearing this. Now the sons, because some of y'all allegedly, some of the sons, y'all were probably with the daddy doing some of this freak off stuff anyway. We'll get to y'all. But the daughters, I just think they're very young, especially those twin girls. I don't think it's quite appropriate. This is really next level sexual deviance that I don't know if they should be privy to at this tender age. Now, coming in to show support at the closing arguments, that's one thing. But right now, I mean, I did read that the first day they had to get up and leave because it just got too graphic in the courtroom. So I just think
Emma was there. Like nobody said no. Y'all sit this out. Nobody.
They're fucking idiots. Whoever chose for those twin girls.
People are like, what's Quincy doing there? Why is Quincy there? But I'm like, y'all had to remember this manipulation thing again. He raised him, so he's not gonna automatically write him off. He looks at him like he's his father, even if he's not biologically his father. He raised him. So again, people act like, oh, he shouldn't even be there. We don't know what's going through his mind when the person who raised you is sitting in the courtroom.
Mm-hmm. Right. It's true. I've seen it. I just watched a 2020 documentary last week where this wife killed the husband and her children are in denial. The children still think that the wife's boyfriend did it. They still are in denial that their mom actually came up with the plan to kill their father. So to Shayna's point, it's like, I don't know the correct clinical term for it, but I do think it's a level of denial and delusion, I guess, when your parent is facing, I don't know what it is, but that's what them kids are going through. Quincy I know he raised you. I know your daddy wasn't shit, even though I'll be sure is on a fucking tour, a press tour. I'll talk about that another day.
I
don't see it for I'll be sure side. Definitely not. I read Diddy's not shit, but neither is Albie Shore. There was a lot of history there. He did not always treat Kim perfectly. You was not there for your fucking child. You're milking this shit with Diddy. You're milking this shit about Kim. You was barely there when Kim was alive. But that's a whole nother thing. I think Albie Shore is milking this shit.
I'm sorry.
Nobody protected Kim.
Nobody protected Kim.
None of that.
Nobody
Albie
protected.
Shore did not protect Kim, so I don't want to hear it.
She wouldn't even got with Diddy had he been protecting her. Nobody protected her. I understand he might have been scared, but yeah,
and I don't give a good what nobody say. We're not talking about 2025. I'm talking about the fucking 90s and 2000s. Ain't no way a parent, ain't no way my father is gonna let no other nigga come and raise me, and I'm not over there making sure my child is okay. Man, y'all. Anyway, I'm gonna shut about Albie. I'm gonna say that for another day. But anyway, yes, Stockholm syndrome is weird, is very real. I pray for the kids, y'all. I pray. I just this can't be easy.
They are young and they're impressionable.
Correct.
What I want to say is that I don't want y'all to kind of paint them as innocent because they have been conditioned, just like all of us, by the Bible, by all of the things. People have been conditioned and they have lived under his tutelage. So don't be.
Well, no, I can still show sympathy to the. No, I'm still going to show sympathy to the daughters because they are they're at a very, very young age. Their mother, hold on, Nita. Their mother has been deceased for 6 years now. They only have one parent. So they are at a disadvantage. Unlike Justin, unlike Chance, they both still have their moms here. They have another parent. Those girls, you're right. They were under the thumb of Diddy. So how am I going to be mad at a 12-year-old for getting manipulated by their father? I can't. I can't get mad at that. So I do feel bad. Like Kim is not here to protect her daughters. That's why she's like Kimora.
But I'm not gonna. For me, like y'all keep on. Everybody always say I'm like for women. No, I know that women can be against women.
Oh yeah, of course.
If you have been conditioned like that, just like I feel like Cassie, we don't know her background. Like she is in survival mode. She's trying to do whatever she needs to do to get where she needs to get. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all have to understand the different dynamics of just trying to make it out here. So
I agree with that.
Yeah.
No, that's a good point. I just hate that I hate that Kim's not here. I just hate that Kim's not here to like.
Why she not here?
And when she was here, I mean, we don't know what kind of control he had over her.
That's true.
Everybody in his that was around him. I mean, they said that a conspiracy said that he unalived Tupac.
Oh, girl.
Men indifferent.
Yeah, that's a whole nother thing. But anyway, y'all, it's been 4 days. I think tomorrow will be day 5 of the trial. We have a long way to go. That's why I'm probably only going to do this once a week because there's some YouTubers, God bless them. Some of y'all can go on every other day, every day and cover it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I don't have the time, the schedule, nor the mental or emotional bandwidth as this is triggering for a lot of women. And I just say, if y'all can just be kind to each other in the comments, like, especially you naysayers and like just male-centered people, if y'all can just give a little grace, because I promise you, there's someone you know very close to you who is a victim of all this, and they are being triggered by this, and they're going to be triggered from now until July 4th weekend. The trial is 8 weeks long, y'all. We have 2 months. The trial is 8 weeks long, and this is just week 1. So I'm also going to take some of my own advice and just kind of take my little breaks from social media and clear my mental health, pray, meditate, drink, whatever the hell I got to do, child, pray, all that. I'm going to do it all, baby. Whatever it takes, honey, whatever it takes. But I want to thank my co-host for coming tonight and just really helping me do this. I appreciate y'all. I didn't think I had the strength to do it. I did not have the strength to do it by myself. So I appreciate y'all coming up here and just helping me navigate all of this mess. And shout out to everybody that came through tonight, whether you were from my channel, Anita's, or Shayna's. You guys are really, really dope. I really hope I gain some of y'all now as supporters as well. I really appreciate just y'all's comments and how involved you guys were, how engaged. As content creators, it really does help when the crowd is engaging with you. It really helps the show kind of go smoother, and it just helps, with camaraderie and stuff. So I appreciate every single one of you that stopped by and showed us love. Anything else, ladies? Anything y'all got? Well, you're welcome.
Thanks for having us. And me and Monique are trying to get remonetized, so we need y'all to like the video. Thank y'all so much for stopping by.
Thank y'all.
Like our videos because we're trying to get remonetized. It's hard when you're trying to get back into it.
It's hard when they snatch it away from you for BS reasons. And I know Shayna has fought. I gave up quicker.
Before I go, thank y'all for stopping by. That really, thank y'all.
I mean, I really appreciate all of you. And yeah, y'all might see us next week. I don't know. We might make this a routine thing, or maybe twice a month. Like I said, it's 8 weeks, so I don't want us to get burnt out either. So I'm sure y'all will see us cover this maybe twice a month, So we'll see. We'll keep you guys posted on what we decide. And y'all have a blessed evening, and just protect your mind and your heart, and be kind to each other. Good night. Bye-bye.